Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I have the feeling that this is going to be a very good evening, a very special one, because this is a very special occasion. And in this very special event, we have also very special, extraordinary guests. Let me introduce them to you. First of all, we have a great honor and privilege to have among us here this evening the Vice Rector for Internationalization and Innovation, Professor Janusz Nieznański. Let me also welcome the Dean of our faculty, Faculty of Management and Economics, Professor Małgorzata Gawrycka. Let's also warmly welcome the director of our MBA program, Barbara Stepnowska. Let me also welcome one of our lecturers, and not only, Dr. Beata Krawczyk-Bryłka. We have among us this evening also the founder of the faculty, so to say, and the person who was a key person for this program a few years ago, Professor Piotr Dominiak. Actually, we've got one guest more, but she will arrive slightly later, so let me introduce her when the time comes. Last, but certainly, most certainly not least, I would like to welcome all our MBA students. This is your evening. And as always, with such great occasions, we do expect some speeches. Inevitably, let me invite here the Vice Rector, Professor Nieznański. Professor, the floor is yours. This one is working.
All right. Okay. Ms. Dean, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure and honor for me to be part of this ceremony on behalf of our Rector, Krzysztof Wilde. And let me start by due congratulations. I would like to congratulate the Dean, Małgorzata Gawrycka, and the past Deans, Julita Wasilczuk and Piotr Dominiak, for having this award-winning MBA program. Let's give them a big hand. And very, very special congratulations go to Professor Dr. Barbara Stepnowska, MBA Director and originator on, well, a number of reasons on the energy and enthusiasm behind this long-distance project, on the ranking positions of the program, on having attracted highly regarded speakers and lecturers, on the successful completion of the 10th cycle and whatnot. So, very big hand for Dr. Barbara Stepnowska. I would also like to congratulate the new alumni on their successful arrival at this stage, at this ceremony. Well, according to the program website, the main objectives of the program include, in the first place, the development of leadership of participants. What's more, one of the subjects of the program is strategic leadership, and a number of other leadership-related subjects are included in the program. So I'm sure that the alumni of this program have become expert in leadership. Nevertheless, I would like to recall the famous quote by E.M. Kelly, a quote that you certainly know very well, and which is, remember the difference between a boss and a leader. A boss says, go. And a leader says, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Coincidentally, the same idea was conveyed in the election slogan of our rector, Krzysztof Wilde, in 2019. The slogan being, let's do it together. I believe that it must have been an effect of some, let's say, invisible propagation of this MBA school that the candidate knew good leadership ideas. Now, based on some inspiration that I drew from recent reading, I would like to suggest some issue for future capstone projects, as you call it. Well, an important challenge for university leaders is the development of support staff people or non-academic people, if you like. Quite often, they feel like second-class citizens to academic staff members and are marginalized when important decisions are made. So, an interesting idea in this connection that I found in the book entitled Management of Organizational Behavior, with a subtitle Leading Human Resources, is job enrichment. An idea which I'm sure you know perfectly well, and which means deliberate upgrading of responsibility, scope, and challenge in work, a definition by Frederick Herzberg. So, according to our strategic framework 2020-2030, we want to enrich the jobs of our support staff. Yes, we want, and we truly intend to enrich the jobs of our support staff. And so the future capstone projects and maybe the faculty research might address enriching non-academic jobs at Gdańsk Tech as a strategic objective of the university. You don't have to take notes because I will send the theme by email. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's high time to give the floor to the Dean. So thank you very much and have a nice time this evening. Good luck.
Dear graduates, ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate the achievement of our students of MBA. You started that program 3 years ago. Nobody thought that would be such extraordinary and challenging time. You have spent a lot of time at our university, and then you were taught communication remotely. It has been a long journey, perhaps not always easy. Congratulations to all of you. We want to achieve our students to be creative, think originally and unconventionally. But above all, we teach them to be respectful and open the author's ideas, accept the different and embrace the unknown. It is my personal belief that MBA's philosophy, MBA is not only the education, but values we bring together is very important. Congratulations to all of you. I wish you a lot of great achievement in this new chapter in your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And let me invite here our program director, Barbara Geniusz-Stepnowska.
Are we on? Thank you. I'm very flattered to hear such nice words coming out from the heart from our Vice Rector for Innovations and Internationalization. We had a lot of talk today about internationalization today, how it's right. So this is really important, just to, we'll talk about later on probably. But what we have today, there's a lot of talks nowadays about uncertainty. When the VUCA concept operates, oh, this is also my duty, I've forgotten. Okay, so when the VUCA concept operates all the ecosystems, meaning that the complex things may become very chaotic. COVID-19, of course, dominates all discussions nowadays and activities. The shock of the system we had to deal with, and we still are dealing with, just put our values onto the test, revealing all those ones which are the precious ones, people's health and lives. The human, globally, has been subjected to the great economic, political, and educational experiment. Well, I would say that we are facing even much broader chaos than VUCA is exposing. Apart the COVID and pandemic, we have also technology disruption, digitalization, of course, green transformation, not mentioning the climate crisis, biodiversity disruption, the scarcity of our natural resources, mainly water, and non-equal human rights. And this is what is just showing the new phase of industries as new model to be. But MBA program cannot be disconnected with those trends and those challenges. As our dean said, you started your journey 2 years ago, even 3, yeah? In 2018. Remember that time when you came here? Remember, who was even thinking the scenario for 2020 and 2021 we are not now living? The new norm has come, and it is not going to change. I remember myself when I was giving you the kind of introduction, inauguration speech, when we were talking about the World Economic Forum skills for the future. We were thinking that time about the future which will come maybe within 5 years, optimistically, 10 years, that was something that we were just thinking that those skills which were indicated will be the required ones. And that time we realized, and today we realize, this is a huge call for leaders like you are here all. That all leaders were put into the lenses and all eyes were looking at them, how they will behave. How will they react to the crisis? MBA is not only education, but values we bring together. So we address all those issues to our values. And this is a time I would like to refer and and just to start, thank you for being the part of our MBA program, that you were conveying our values, that those values were being together brought and then in practice shown that anything is possible. Mind stimulation, thank you for this, because even though we have different times, you were intellectually engaged. You were open-minded, you are still, maybe past tense is not the proper one, yeah? And you had the courage to change the world, thinking out of the box, even jumping over the walls. Adaptability. In this particular stage, I would like to thank you for becoming and being beyond yourself, trusting us to get and jump into the remote mode of the MBA program. I must say that we were one of the first programs in Poland to start delivering the executive education online. You did it. Together with our beautiful teachers, with our beautiful faculty staff, with our beautiful MBA staff, where are you? Thank you for this. Resilience. Thank you very much for being curious, for being creative. Even during the break, somebody said, in this cohort, we make jokes, we are rebel. You are rebel talents. And those rebel talents are the driver and engine with the creativity and curiosity. That is the building, the MBA. And the fourth, beautiful relations. I would like to thank you for having the respect to others, for your collaborative attitude. You were always, all the time, open to discuss and cooperate. And thank you, especially thank you, individually as a group. For this moment, we had the kind of weaknesses, your empathy, which was really heart-catching when you were so close to us, giving the respect to those who had the weaker moments. Remember that? Thank you for this. So I just say that in 2021, the value of anti-fragility became the main one, which was brought and proved by the golden 10th edition of our MBA program. Let me quote, of course, anti-fragility comes out from the Nassim Taleb's book, when he says that anti-fragility is beyond resilience or robustness. The resilient resists shocks and stays the same. The anti-fragile gets better. We get better. We got better. And anybody may ask, how can we grow together? How can we become anti-fragile? As our rector said, together. Because together we are strong. Thank you very much. I wish you luck for better. Be together with us as our beautiful alumni. And what I want to say, our doors of our university are open for you. We are looking for you again to meet together, and we together will be making good. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Basia, for this beautiful, very moving speech. Ladies and gentlemen, we're approaching the main attraction of the event, actually, which is graduation ceremony. This is a kind of special situation. Remember, we all wish we could meet under other circumstances, not wearing face masks. Well, Nevertheless, we are quite happy that we could meet here, and that your graduation diplomas will be handed personally. So let me just remind you, there is unfortunately, sadly, no handshake here, just nodding of your heads. Some of your colleagues are not able to join us this evening. Some of them will be available online. So those who are available online will be just presented their diploma by the rector to the camera. They will have the opportunity to say a few words, just a thank you opportunity. I believe that I should now invite here the rector as the person who would actually give in those diplomas, accompanied by the dean and by the program director. I would like unfortunately. I would really like to invite here Martyna Alberska, but I know she couldn't be here today, and she could not probably also join us online. But we do have today Jakub Bożer. Jakub, come forward. Łukasz Branicki is the next person missing the ceremony today. But hopefully watching it during the YouTube transmission. Irving Castrejon Naves. James Kaywood. Shinga. The next person also couldn't be here in person, but she is here actually. Ewa Ciewiertnia-Barnaś. Unfortunately, her mic is muted.
No.
Not anymore, we can hear you.
Okay, so I've said that I've never been on such a big screen, so I use my time right now. Thank you, cohort. Thank you, the entire MBA team, MBA staff team. It was quite an interesting journey, so I'm glad to be here, and I'm also glad that it's over, as many of us. Thank you very much, and hope to see you soon.
Jarosław Daszek. Malcolm Fitzgerald couldn't be here tonight, but he asked Karolina Supińska to collect his diploma. Karolina. Krzysztof Jabłoński, perhaps online.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
We can hear you.
I'm very glad. Thank you very much.
Marcin Jachniewicz, probably also not present tonight. Michał Kęprowski. Szymon Kosiarz. Przemysław Kowalski. Cezary Labuda. Artur Malczewski. Aleksander Mizulin, who couldn't actually join us tonight. Paweł Mokwa. Miłosz Nurczyński. Robert Opala, who hopefully is online.
Yes, I'm online. Oi, that was my dog. Sorry. Yes, I'm online. I would just want to thank you all for the great time, and I hope to see you soon, all of you, one day.
Marcin Ormianin. Magdalena Ostrowska. Łukasz Rubanowicz, who is hopefully also available online. Rafał Sies. Tomasz Struczyński. Karolina Supińska. Denis van der Meyren. And Ksenia Sasnowskaja. All diplomas are given out, but actually I will not allow you to go yet. This is because this is the time for awards. Actually, you all have been extraordinary students, but we needed to choose the best one of you. That was really hard. And let me announce that the best student of the 10th MBA edition is Karolina Supińska. That's the third time I've been counting.
Would you like to?
Yeah. Perhaps just a few words from my side. First of all, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the 10th extra X cohort that we've been participating in since 2018. From our side, I would definitely like to tell you a few words about the group that is in front of you. We've been very productive since 2018, since we started. Actually, we've been delivering like 5 kits already, I guess, and the 6th is on the way, so pretty productive, I guess. During the first meeting with Professor Ziemba that we had, we actually were being taught about the methods of economics, the first slide ever, and the first note there, be careful with this method. Slide number 2, be careful with this one even more. So this is what we've been practicing. Also during the operational excellence, we became the SWOT team. And as a SWOT team, we tackled down all the exercises that we had for the prints and other exams that we had. What is the best recipe for the team, for the cohort? I believe that you, as the lecturers, had the great nose for picking such a marvelous team that we've got in here. For the dissertation, I would highly recommend the PG special socks that were worn by James. They definitely supported him in delivering the capstone project. Additionally, I think that within the global talent management module, we've been taught the STAR method. And those are the stars that you've got in front of yourself. The star was the situation, was the task, was the action, and this is the result. Thank you so much for being part of the cohort. Thank you so much for being taught. Yeah, go ahead.
Why are you talking about being taught? You are learning actively. You are not being taught. It's, well, according to today's standards, it's about learning, not about teaching. So, well, that's my suggestion, that we should underline learning more than teaching. Do you agree that there was a lot of learning during this course? Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there was a lot of studying, learning, teaching as well. And the outcome are the leaders that you see in front of yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our program director mentioned the VUCA world. You know, this is the case, you know. 1 second someone is missing, and the other second this person is here. Marcin Jachniewicz. 1 diploma more to go. Well, VUCA world, you know, sometimes is 1 click too many. And the effect is slightly spoiled. But you know, basically you were working very hard on your capstone projects. And these were very good projects, actually. And again, the hard task is to choose the best. Not very easy, but the task was accomplished. So, let me announce the best capstone project of the 10th MBA edition. This is Safe Pro System project by Magdalena Ostrowska, Rafał Sies, Artur Malczewski, Marcin Jachniewicz. Come forward. The winning team was supervised by our lecturer, Rafał Stępnowski, who's sadly absent from this evening.
Who would like to speak?
We are pretty surprised. This is unexpected. Thank you very much. We so much appreciate those years. And what I can say, this project is really teamwork. And what we learned from those 2 years here is that teamwork is essential. Thank you so much. We really do think this is a good project. So thanks a lot for appreciation and have a nice time. Cheers.
Thank you.
Well, I just want to add from my side that I really appreciated working with all of you guys, and especially want to thank Mr. Stępnowski for leading us and having some good input into that good project. And we are very happy that you have been thinking about it the same way as we did. So, and awarded us with this nomination. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We already know the best student of this edition. We already know the best capstone project of this edition? How about the best lecturer? The one that was able to score, on average, 4.86 in your surveys. The one who delivered the module on creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship, our star lecturer, Alain, hopefully online. Hello, hello. Just a few words from you.
I'm definitely online, and as you know, I'm a guy with emotion, so I can only be very, very happy and thankful for that recognition. My life is about try to empower talent and make people develop themselves. So being recognized by it's a huge, really, it touched me, and I want to thank you. I want to thank, of course, Barbara and the staff, but also all of the people from this 10th edition. It's now 5 editions that I'm integrated in the MBA program, being recognized for what I try to bring to you. What is in fact not teaching you, it's really explore your own talents, learn from your colleagues, the peers, because I think you can learn a lot from them and also a little bit from us, the teachers and the lecturers. And I think the program has been amazing. When I met 5 years ago, Barbara at the Open Eyes Economy Congress, she asked in values as her and as the values that the program is trying to resiliency, rebellions. It's all there, and I'm glad that we can achieve it from year to year on a better way. We were challenged going from offline to online. I don't know what the future will bring. I've been trying to add my little stones into the program, visiting the Fab Lab of the university, also doing an safaris will be developed in the future, and maybe some other creative and crazy experiences. But it's also, for me personally, country and beyond, because I discovered people from Ukraine, from Russia, from Asia that participated to the program. And it's an amazing experience that I've been able to discover thanks to you, the MBA program of Gdansk, and all the different participants and students. Guess what? I'm spending nearly 50% of my time in Poland now, because I really think that there is a lot of talent there, not only in Paris and Brussels, where I develop my businesses, but also here in Poland and beyond. So great, really. Thanks for the recognition. Thanks for that nice mention. And you can count on me, Gdansk, but also the participants, that I will continue to challenge you, to develop you, to bring my little add-on to the program and continue for the next cohorts. It's a large community, like Barbara is saying. MBA is more than content. It's also a mindset, a community that we try to develop, and I hope that we will continue to develop that together. But so thanks a lot, really. Appreciate it enormously, and I will stop there because, you know, once I start talking, I never end, but I will stop now. And I will come and take on my recognition very soon in Gdansk, as soon as I can travel to there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan. And thank you very much for your hard duty here. As you know from the meeting agenda, in a second there will be a moment for photographs, but before it actually happens, let me welcome and introduce to you our key speaker, so to say, for this evening, Małgorzata Bieniaszewska, famous businesswoman, owner of MB Pneumatica Manufacturing Company, who's also the laureate of Brand Me CEO Forbes 2020. And she will deliver a nice speech in a second. But before that happens, I would like to invite here Basia and also all the students. Come over, have some photographs. We've got 10 minutes for you and the photographer. As you know, we'll all live in the world of uncertainty. And I do hope that you learned here that changes are inevitable and changes are good. They are good because they offer opportunities to those who are part of the change. Yet another surprise for this evening, but actually I'm not the person who would communicate this surprise. So let me invite here again our Dean, Professor Gawrycka. She's got something very important to say.
This is a very important time. Today's meeting is unique. We know, unfortunately, we have to part with our MBA program student. And it is a memorable day because Barbara will no longer be in charge of MBA office. After more than 10 years ago of hard work, she decided to become a researcher on our faculty. Is it a challenge? But I believe you will succeed. Barbara, thank you for your work, for your ideas, continuous improvement of the program. I know the position on our MBA studies is high. Thanks for your commitment and creativity. Maybe you will not be director anymore, but I wish you good luck in your researcher career. I strongly believe that despite all of challenge, you will achieve all your goals. Good luck, Barbara.
Well, thank you, Małgosia, for these, let's say, kind words. It's really actually 15 years when I started here, when I came from corporation, and 15, yeah, so that was the reason I decided to change my, let's say, career path. Never is too late to start something new, yeah? So this is my motto, and thank you very much for the time I had here. I could grow with this program for, as I said, 15 years. And I would like also to thank our first dean. When I came to the university, in 2006, I remember the first day we met. And of course, I was just aiming to share my knowledge, which I got on project management, program management, and dean said, no, we are going to launch MBA program. Then I had to take a deep breath. I said, okay, we'll do it. Then we put all our efforts to gain accreditation, the international recognition. We met a lot of wonderful people who supported us. We met a lot of students who trusted us. What I would like to say, that was really great moment for me, great time. As I said, 15 years, when I look into the methodology of management, whatever, after 7 years, we should change something. So it was doubled, and something. So I would like to thank you again. Thank you, Dean, for trusting me that anything is possible, far and beyond. And I don't know what is the scenario of this surprise. Are we going to announce who will be in charge? Am I supposed to do it? Okay.
Thank you. I remember this day, your first visit in my office 15 years ago. I remember very, very well. You said something like that. I had decided to change my life. Yes, that it was true. To stop professional career in big international corporation. I am looking for quiet job. And Politechnika Gdańska seems to be the perfect place for that. And what I think it was small mistake. Yeah. It was small mistake because of this crazy idea of establishment of MBA program. Without experience, with only very rough idea what is that, but thanks to your hard work, we are just here. Program is well known. is internationally recognized. You have international accreditation. So I may say only once again, thank you very much, Basia.
Twice, so we are safe.
Yeah. Well, you look so nice dressed with that special dress code, I would say. And unfortunately, Barbara, you are not MBA alumni, but we as MBA friends and office decided to award you for those 15 years of hard work. Yeah, to make you feel the important part of MBA program as well.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I don't know whether I did it properly. Thank you. I'm flattered. Thank you. So, what is the next step? Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barbara. Barbara, this is for you.
Oh my God, I'm not got used to it. I have to learn.
I have new information. New director our program will be Beata. Beata, please come here. Beata has professional experience as an expert and researcher. I know you have many new ideas, and good luck, Beata.
So having this special moment, I would like to, this is the kind of relay, yeah? May I do it I'm just in charge for my team, but now this is the last second. Could you come here, please? Please. Yes. This is our minute, yeah, but you would like to show you that, Beata, come here. You don't disappear here, just come here in the front, yeah. Yeah, you have to get used to be on front, yeah. Okay, so this is the kind of symbol of our MBA, because we take a lot of part in our activities related to marathons. Yeah, this is MBA team, but in the team we'll welcome whom? And this is, let's say, my private, but still official moment, wishing Beata good luck. I know this is the kind of challenge, but we are get used to challenges. This is not a quiet job. This is a symbolic transfer of my keys to your hands. But Jacek managed. And Jacek is your support, so thank you very much to do so. You will grow, we will grow together.
Okay, so now that's my turn to say a few words. I must say, my hands are shaking. That was the reason of that accident with the key. But let me just say a few words. I would like to thank you, the faculty and university authorities, for entrusting me with this MBA director position. But I would like to thank you, Basia, for recommending me for that position and for supporting me. I feel that's a huge challenge, even without running marathons. Yeah. But that's also the great opportunity for my professional, for my personal development. And as you know, at our MBA program, I'm responsible for talent
development. And standing here in front of you, I hope, thanks to my talents, thanks to my values, and thanks to my enthusiasm, that's the great opportunity not only for me, but also for our MBA program for future development. And I'm very happy that information was announced in front of you, dear alumni. Why? Because one of my ambitions is to build strong MBA community. And you, as alumni, are a very important part of that. So I hope, like for me, this moment is not the end. That's just the moment that I change my role in the MBA program. So I hope you can feel the same. And the change of your role from MBA students to MBA alumni will be also the challenge for you and the chance for all of you to collaborate with me and with our MBA program. Thank you very much.
And let me announce the moment we were all waiting for. It's time for a brilliant presentation and great power speech by Małgorzata Bieniaszewska.
Thank God. I was running here so badly. I have a feeling like I lost 20,000 kilograms in the 1 minute. I'm sorry for being late. But I don't know if it's the most important moment, sir, by the way. The most important was the fact that there is this very important change. And I really congratulate to you ladies. But today, I decided to have some short speech. But short in a sense, also funny. Why funny? Because telling the professors how we learn, it's a kind of a joke, being not a professor. Telling the students who are already graduates how we learn, is also a kind of a joke. But I thought it would be a good idea to make this joke so you probably are aware after this short speech what's the most important in life, working as a businesswoman, businessman, also a human being. So let me start with, I think, a well-known sentences. Learn from other people's mistakes. You won't live long enough to make them all yourself. Do you have this feeling that normally when we are told that you learn from your mistakes, when you were a child, well, I have a 14-year-old daughter right now, but when she was a child, I was telling her, don't learn from your mistakes, learn from mom's mistakes. But it never happens, basically. But the question is, if this is actually something that we are able to do or not, is it just the sentence that we can use, or this is something that we can learn? This is based on a very good book I would recommend at the end. But I'd like you to look at some facts. How do we actually work and learn? According to the data of International Air Transport Association, I'm sure you know IATA, there were almost 37 million flights in which 3 billion passengers were traveling. 210 people died. You would ask me, are you crazy? Such an interesting moment, and you're talking about deaths? But let me continue. Then, that was aviation. And now we're coming to medicine. If you look at the, I think it's a pink one, there was Dr. Peter J. Pronovost, a well-known clinician who said that doctors, if you're looking at medicine, smash 2 jumbo jets full of patients each day. If you compare aviation to medicine, that makes a difference, right? How many people die a day? The question is why? Do we have that stupid doctors? I'm sure not. That important and intelligent people from aviation? Maybe, I'm sure we do. But that's something else. Medical errors made in hospitals are the 3rd leading cause of deaths in Americans, and second only to heart disease and cancer. Can you imagine? Do those people learn from mistakes or not? Do you learn from your mistakes or not? What is the reason for such a huge numerical difference in the errors made between medicine and aviation? There's only one thing. How they learn from mistakes. If you look at the aviation, sorry, I don't know what's wrong, but hopefully we can read it. There are 2 black boxes in each plane, and on the basis of this, there are some analysis made after there is a plane crash. How does it look in the medicine? There is a custom to expect infallibility and to see evidence of incompetence in failure. Can you see the difference? With aviation, we are used to analyze mistakes that we make. The analysis is that important, that is well known, and after they analyze the black boxes, they actually give the information, change the procedures, and introduce the changes to the whole world of aviation, not only those people that were flying and their colleagues. With medicine, unfortunately, we have a problem. Instead of analyzing over and over again what has gone wrong incorrectly, we just have a tendency to show no evidence. Of course, this is also in general. I don't want you to leave this place with the thinking that I hate medicine and love aviation. That's not the story. On the basis of this, there is one sentence that I would like you to leave with and think about it each day you have your business. Progress is hampered by the inability to learn from mistakes. So if you gain the ability to learn from your mistakes, you can actually develop each day by each day. But there's one thing. There are 3 conditions that must be made if we want to learn from mistakes. And it's not that simple, you know, by the way. If we just talk about learning from mistakes, everyone says, oh yeah, right, I do so. Do you? Do you have a time that every day you wake up and you think, I've done this and that, and as a root cause analysis, I actually have this and this in my business, in my private life, etc. Oh, you do? Congratulations, Basha. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't. But there are 3 conditions. The first one, implementation of an appropriate system. A system that allows for self-correction and is based on learning mechanisms. And there's another one, which I put actually on the bottom, and I would say, nothing really interesting. Empathy of a leader. Do you see the connection? Empathy of a leader and being able to learn from your mistakes. Does it make any sense? Let's vote. Oh, let's go. Okay, I thought, but I wanted to say let's vote because some of you look at me being like, I don't know. Why empathy of a leader is important when you want your team to learn from their mistakes? If you look at the fact, I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with the presentation I've prepared. My mistake, sorry about that. Empathy is the ability to recognize and emphasize with another person's emotional states, as well as the ability to understand another person's way of thinking. Does it speak to you? Anything? Basically, empathy is the ability, and if we talk about it, if you look, who is an empathetic leader? This is someone who motivates, releases creativity in the team, understands that mistakes are the basis of development, encourages the team members to break the rules. And this is where I would like to stop. Can you imagine being an empathetic leader who is actually having all those that I've listed there? And how is it connected with learning? Can you imagine that you have probably most of you actually work in businesses. And can you imagine that you have your business and you're not an empathetic leader? That means you don't care about your team. That means you don't understand the relationships. That means that your team is not aware of the fact that you motivate them and that you actually accept their mistakes. And they're not afraid of telling you that they've done the mistakes. Why is it important? Because can you imagine that you create any of the systems that you would like your people to actually work in a system that is open to learning on the basis of their mistakes if there is no empathetic leader? I can promise you there's no possibility to do so. I used to be a tyrant, and I talk about it a lot. I used to be a tyrant who had a company who did not care about my people at all. I actually paid them in 2002. I paid a lot. This is what I thought as a leader. I paid a lot. I didn't care about them. I was frustrated each time they did not do anything that I wanted them to do. I screamed at them, shouted at them, and had no respect at all. And if you look at that story, I used to be a tyrant, had no idea about empathy. Now, that was a long way. But now my people, my team, is not afraid of learning on the basis of their mistakes. Why? I've changed. Is that enough? Not at all. We have a system, but for sure, this is being the leader who understands the team, who appreciates everything that we have in our team. And what's the most important is the fact that I encourage my members of the team to work and to make mistakes, because this is the only way you can learn. And I'm sure you've learned a lot in this university, I'm sure. One of the best universities in Poland, I'm sure you're aware of it. Yeah, it is. I come from Zielona Góra and I drive a long way to be here because I really appreciate the invitation. But what's the most important, and I'd like you to understand, learning from here is one thing. Giving the lessons during the whole life is the other thing. If you combine what you've learned here and if you combine some empathy as a leader and some knowledge that you have, and also the fact that you are aware that you learn on the basis of your mistakes, you're there. And this is what I'd like you to leave with, in a sense, because it was supposed to be a short speech, but what I would like you to leave from here with is, I really congratulate you with the fact that you learned a lot here at one of the best universities in Poland. But I would also like you to think that no matter what knowledge you have, if you do not stay and become the human-centered leader, you're gonna lose sooner or later, and I know it sounds being really rude. Why? That's my story, 20 years of working hard and understanding that the knowledge that I have is the basis for what I do here in business. But it's also the fact that you understand that being a leader in today's crazy VUCA world is something, it's not just the knowledge, it's also the empathy that you need to have. I hope I'm not going to be killed by the professors. Please forgive me for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Małgorzata. Some power speeches are extraordinarily powerful, and so was yours. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, the graduation ceremony is over. But the evening is not over yet. This is your evening. Enjoy it. Have a nice chat. Have a nice networking. Thank you very much. Amen.